All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. It's Griffin. This will be caught by Brown.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. first carry for James Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This one fielded at the 5. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And we check the rushing numbers so far here in the Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now Griffin on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To throw again on second down. Griffin, and that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
60 Pittsburgh. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, Samuels. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on third.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 3 bud.
On second down now, it's Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down.
Come on, D.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Right back to Connor here on first. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Rudolph now to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Here's Rudolph. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big, big reason why. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to the air, Rudolph on second down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to the air, Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Rudolph throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Coleman. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Play action. It's Rudolph. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go. Ready.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Rudolph to Connor on the check down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
8-3.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Rudolph. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Griffin. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Connor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Connor, well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is RG3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Griffin. And he's going to go down again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to... find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson, out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On second down now, it's Connor.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On the run is Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt. And now, boy, the ball. Charles, we saw a lot of points go.